Alright, guys, hope you're doing good. We out here. We're not auditing today, but making a video because things are getting weird. So, in case you guys don't know, there's a reason I have my channel, The reason I got my channel is because it's been 5 years now, I have kept this a secret. I only told a couple people, and yeah, pretty much it's been 5 years that that I know of, that I get followed, and I got people pretty much spying on me. And at first I didn't pay. I mean, I noticed it, but I didn't pay attention to it because I was like, you know what? It's just coincidences. And then yeah, I started to realize that it was no coincidence. That I was actually getting fucking spied on, and I just played dumb. I just played dumb. Uh, fucking just trying to figure out what was going on. And the years went on by. I would keep noticing, the details, and I would just be learning their fucking strategies, so I could get so I could know how to manage them, to say in a way, just in case, because they were doing so many. I thought they were pranks, and but they were doing so many setups where like I would get into car accidents, or I would get to fucking like a lot of BS. So pretty much, bro, like, or gals, girls, ladies, man, whoever's watching this video, uh, pretty much, I started doing traps and like setups myself, because I'm like, okay, if I am getting watched, then it means that I'm gonna have these people following me, or I'm gonna get them to, like an example, like this is what I would do, after I kinda I was getting followed on purpose. uh I would literally stop working, and I would just go to a restaurant, I would go somewhere random. Sometimes I would go to another city, or not. And as a matter of fact, there was times where I would go to another county, and yeah, bro, whenever I would turn off my phone, stop working, and I would just head out, I would start getting phone calls, bro. It was weird. Like, at first it was the same friend, and he would call me, and once I started ignoring him, oh shit, had to pause the video because my landlord showed up. Had to move from over there to over here. And yes, like I was saying, uh, things go weird. Every time I would get lost on purpose, the same friend will call me. And once I started to realize that, like, holy shenanigans, this guy's calling me every time I get lost on purpose, right? So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna ignore this guy. Uh, Once I started ignoring him, that's when things got even more weird. Cause now, even my sister was calling me. Like, once I started ignoring the one guy, my sister started calling me. And I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? And my mom. Oh damn, got my landlord got here. Anyways, let's go back. Uh, yeah, that's After that, my sister started calling me. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why when I started ignoring this guy, my sister started calling me. Yes, I'm drinking my beer here in the house. When in the house, but and I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. Yeah, my sister starts calling me whenever. And my sister starts calling me whenever I start ignoring the one other guy, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? So that's when I start to do it even more on purpose. I'm like, okay, I gotta get to the bottom of this. Like, why are all these fucking people like following me? Like, only when I get lost, but when I'm working, like nobody, like they won't call me, you know. And that was the thing. Like when I was working, they wouldn't call me. They would only call me when fucking when I would get lost or when I would go to like some other city and shit, you know. And give me a moment. As I was saying, guys. So yeah, pretty much that was going on, and when I started ignoring my sister, that's when things got a little bit more weird. Cause now my other sister was calling me, you know, replaced her, and I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? You know, like why the f are they calling me? You know. And it was only when I got lost, bro. Like, you know, it was only when I got lost or like when I went to random places. It was never when I kept my regular routine, you know? It was never when I kept my regular routine, like, you know, like just working, minding my business, you know? It was always when I went somewhere else, random, you know, like trying to figure out where I was. So from there, I played even more dumb, you know, and I set more traps to them. Since I knew I was getting followed, there's other thing too. When I would get lost on purpose, right, and I wouldn't pick up the phone from my sisters or from my brothers or from my, you know, the one friend. It didn't matter where I went. Like if I went to a restaurant or something, like police always showed up, you know, or the firefighter showed up, or the ambulance showed up, which made it kind of weird, you know, because I'm like, okay, why are these guys showing up, you know, like, you know. And I never recorded it for the same reason that I never knew it was like I never knew they had an actual plan behind it to try and screw me over or like mess with me mentally, you know. So those things were going on, and I was noticing everything, you know. And I told myself, you know what? Okay, if they are following me, because the thing, like, since I knew I was getting followed, right? I would take a day off differently every week. Like one week I would take off Monday, the other week I would take off a Tuesday. No, Thursday. The next day I will take off like I will, you know, I wouldn't work Sunday, like random days, you know. And the reason I did that because I'm like, okay, if someone is trying to keep track of me or keep a tap on me, eventually they're gonna be like waiting for me to come out or whatever, you know. Oh. And pretty much like I started to notice like another coincidence that we had, because I used to have another like when I first started getting followed, I had my own apartment, right? And that's where I noticed I was starting to get followed. And one of the things that would happen over there in my first apartment was that pretty much whenever I would take a shower on my day off, because I would take a shower like pretty much I would take a day off on Monday or Tuesday, because you know those are the slowest days for my work. And pretty much I started to notice that every time I took a day off on you know, I took a day off from my week, my sister always called me, but I would always take, you know, it was either a Monday or a Tuesday, and she would call me, you know, pretty much every time. Like she would call me like within 30 seconds of me turning on the water from the shower, and I'm like, what the fuck? So from there, I would pick up the phone because she's a single mother, you know. And like she's my sister, my natural instincts say to pick up the phone and talk to her. So I would get out of the shower, all wet and everything, and I would talk to her. You know, I would be like, "Hey, you know, like what's going on? What's up?" Because she's a single mother. She was my sister. It's my natural instinct, you know. And she would just talk about random stuff, you know, like just random topics. And I'll be like, "Hey, you know what? I can talk right now. I'm taking a shower, this and that, blah blah blah." All right, for sure. And I will hang up, you know. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hola, hola. What's up? What's up? What's up? And pretty much, you know, like she would come and I would hang up because when I hang up, I would tell her, hey, you know what, I can't talk right now because I'm taking a shower, and I will hang up. So after that, when I started to notice that it was always the same coincidence. She always talked to me when I would go to the shower. So I started ignoring her, and after I started ignoring her, pretty much within a week, somebody stole my jewelry. Like for me, I like jewelry, bro. I like gold, and I've been working since I'm young. I had my savings, I bought my jewelry, and I had a jewelry collection. Gold and diamond, and within a week of not answering to her phone, my fucking jewelry went missing. And I was like, what the fuck? So my jewelry went missing, and I didn't do a police report because I told my landlord what happened, and I told her, hey, let me get the videos, and she's like, oh, the cameras don't work, and pretty much called the lawyer, and the lawyer's like, well, if there's no evidence, like, the cops can't really do nothing, because I mean, who are they gonna catch if there's no video? And so that's what happened, right? And I moved out. I moved out with the homie, and we were like what? We were like 8 deep in the apartment, so nobody there to rob us in the apartment, because if they went in, they would have bumped into a bunch of fools. A bunch of fucking, a bunch of guys, and pretty much, yeah, man. After that, I got my own apartment again. I got my own apartment. When I got my own apartment again, everything was normal for 1 or 2 months. After 2 months, I realized like the neighbors started acting funny. Cause I was on their floor and the neighbor from underneath me. Cause I would wake up like around 5 o'clock in the morning to take a shower, right? To go to work. And after, like I would wake up and I start to notice that after 2 months, the neighbor that lived on the second floor underneath me, he would gaslight me. Like if I will wake up, he will wake. Like if I wake up and open the window, like he'll do the same. Like he'll open the window. If like an example, if I woke up, open the window, go take a dump, then take a shower, he will do the same thing. He will open the window. He will flush the toilet. After I flush the toilet, and he will turn on the washing water after I turn on the washing water to take a shower. And I started to realize, I'm like, you know what? Like, this is kind of weird. Like, my neighbor has the same schedule as me. And I started to do kind of like little things, like little traps, so to say. Because I will when I start to notice that, I start to wake up a little bit more early. I will wake up like 15, 20 minutes more early. And he will do the same. He will wake up earlier and do the same thing right after me. Then I was like, you know what? What's going on? And I start to wait. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to wake up late. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wake up a little bit more late. I wake up late and same thing happened. He would start to wake up at the same time as me, supposedly, And he will do he will open the window right after I will open the window. He'll flush the toilet after I flush the toilet. He'll take turn on the water shower after I turn on the water shower. I'm like, nah. This on purpose. And after that, I started to kind of trip out because I was like, okay, that's kind of weird, Like, is this guy spying on me or what's going on? So from there, I pretty much, I was kind of even more aware, I would come, in my apartment. And some of the neighbors were actually, one of the neighbors, he would actually like keep an eye on me because every time I came out, he would come out. And every time I would come into my apartment, he would come in, So I live on the third floor. We had an elevator, so it was kind of easy for them to kind of like see me coming. So pretty much that went on, and I ignored them because I was like, oh, they're just probably like losers trying to like get a reaction out of me. And that went on, this and that. So after I started like taking different days off, like I told you guys, like since I already knew something was going on, I started taking different days off. Like one week Monday, next week Thursday, the next week a freaking Sunday, the next week a Tuesday. Everything random, you know. And since they start to notice that, they start to mess with me even more. Cause now, not only were the neighbor was spying on me, he was also calling my sister to talk to me when I was taking a shower. Like, let me tell you this: like, what are the chances, or what are the odds, or what are the coincidences that my sister will literally call me every time I would take a shower on my day off? Like, no other day, just on my day off. That's not normal, you know. And she would do it exactly like in my other apartment. Like within 1 minute of me entering to take a shower, she will call me. She'll be like, "Hey, like, you know, like what you doing?" Like, and I would pick up the phone because the same reason, you know, like she's a single mother. She's my sister. My instincts told me to pick up the phone, you know, because that's are my instincts, you know. I did care about them, and but now they were just fucking spying on me. They were pranking me, and and I would answer, you know, the phone. And after I stopped talking to her, well, there's a thing like when I when it was like clear and obvious that she was actually like spying on me and shit with other people that were not in my family. That's when I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do a trap. And that's the thing. Back then, I only had one phone, you know, so I couldn't record the whole thing. Cause now I would have recorded my phone while getting the call, you know. But pretty much, yeah, man. Like, pretty much, I did like a trap, you know. Uh, I pretty much set them up, you know, cause she was calling me, you know, timely and everything, and I told myself like, nah, this is not normal, you know. I told her, you know, I was like, either they have a camera in my apartment and they're able to see whenever I go to the bathroom, or somebody's calling my sister based when they hear the noise from the water, you know. And pretty much, yeah, man. I pretended to take a shower like one or two times, three times, I think. I would just turn on the water and just put my hand in there, just moving around, making like fucking movements. And guess what? My sister called me those times, bro. It was crazy. Like I was like, whoa, they are fucking spying on me. And pretty much and since they were spying on me, like I told her, I confronted her. I'm like, hey, what's going on? You guys spying on me, and she kind of laughed, over the phone. And it's weird because cause she kind of finished my sentence when I confronted her, on the phone. I was like, hey, because I was gonna tell her this. I was gonna tell her, hey, like it seems like there's a camera or somebody's telling you when to call me when I take a shower. I was gonna tell her that, right? And before I finished telling her that, she started laughing and she finished the sentence off for me. She told me, "Oh, ha ha ha! Like it seems like there's a camera or somebody's telling me to call you, right?" And she started laughing. I'm like, "Damn, that's fucked up," you know. And after that, I confronted her like in person, And when I confronted her in person, she acted dumb, She just acted dumb. She's like, "Oh, I don't know anything." She kind of trying to start crying, and the regular bullshit. And I left her apartment. She wasn't giving me any answers. Then I went to my other sisters, the same bullshit. I went to my brothers, saying the same thing. They're like, "Oh, you're crazy." Because pretty much there was like my brother was like, "Oh, you're crazy. You're doing drugs, this and that, blah blah blah." I'm like, "Yo, like I don't do drugs, bro. Like I got my job. I like." I'm doing good. Like I don't need drugs, bro. Like if I was doing drugs, you think I would be paying this pet right now? Hell no, bro. And, and he told me, like, oh, you're doing drugs, blah blah blah. Go to a psychologist, a psychiatrist. I'm like, hell no, I don't need none of that, bro. Like I'm not crazy. I'm not doing drugs. Because there's the same thing as like an example. My brother telling me that I'm doing drugs and I'm crazy is the same thing as me telling you, hey, you have the flu, you have to go to the doctor. Like, no, 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 you have the flu, you have to go to the doctor. You're gonna tell me, what the fuck? I don't got no flu. Like, you're crazy, like when you're sick, bro. And like, I'm not sick, bro. And like, I just caught my family slipping, and I caught them good. And pretty much, yeah, man. Like, when I confronted my family, they ghosted me. Like, they blocked me. They haven't talked to me for a whole year. It was like on June 2023 when I confronted them. And ever since then, like, the stalkers went away. The people following me, they went away. They went away for like at least 3 or 4 months. And after they went away, they started following me again. But this time they were like actually like setting me up for car crashes and stuff like that. Or like for me trying to get me to run over somebody. And I'm like, nah, you know what? Like, this is kind of weird. And it's been like that for, like, we're right now we're on August 2024, and it's been already 8 months since fucking I've been car accidents. People threw things in my car. It's just things meant to make my life difficult. And I'm like, yo, like, it's the all same people that were involved with my family. Like, what the fuck. And another thing, man, like right now, like, I'm doing a little bit better, right? I started ignoring them even more. I mean, I had to ignore my family for like what, like a whole year now, right? And when I started ignoring, I mean, I called my brother at least like a month ago, but I only called him because I wanted to have a conversation, like, hey, like, what's really going on? Like, talk to me. Like, why are you guys ghosting me? And the other things that my parents also started ghosting me. And which is kind of weird. And but then I realized and I remember that I had a life insurance. I had life insurance, and I'm like, holy like, it kind of tripped me out because I was actually getting set up for like car accidents, and I'm not talking about your regular car accidents. I'm talking about like car accidents, like trailers almost hitting me. Like the big old trailers, and all kinds of big cars. Like, yo, this is not cool. I had to cancel my life insurance already, and ever since I canceled my life insurance, it's been a month that I've been seeing my family members near where I work, because I work driving to different areas, right? And it's weird because sometimes it felt like, the people, like, it will feel like a setup, because I'm like, okay, like, what's the coincidence? But it will only happen in my city. I'm like, what's the coincidence that every time I work in this area, I always bump into family members. And as a matter of fact, once I bumped into my sister, and she didn't talk to me, I didn't talk to her. And ever since then, people just been coming to me, be like, hey, like, talking about family reconciliation and everything. And I don't know if they want to come back and like talk to me or something like that, but it's kind of weird. But lately I found out that that also my family is getting caught up with everybody that was like following me and stalking me. I guess they're like being watched by like a higher authority or something like that. I'm not really sure what's going on, but they're trying to make it up to me now, because I guess they're gonna get in trouble or something. And right now, when I called my brother, he told me, he's like, oh, like, when I called him, he's like, oh, you're crazy. He just hung up on me, and he told me, I'll see you in court. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why court? Like, what did I do to you? Like, how come you don't talk to me? And he didn't reply. He just said that. But the crazy part is that I haven't been receiving mail for like 3 weeks now, 2 weeks. And I went to the USPS now today, And the USPS guy told me that in the last past week or 2 weeks, somebody has tried to change my email address, or my address, my mailing address, through the internet. But since they don't have an ID or anything like that, they can't really they can't really change the address online because they don't have an ID or something that says that they are me, you know. And so there's some fraud going on, you know. They're stealing my mail. I was also supposed to receive my plastic debit card because somebody tried to go into my Bank of America account, and I also had another charge in another account I have with another bank, which was weird, you know. I reported both of those already. I also reported my mail missing right now. And yeah, like, you know, that's why I'm making this little video, so you know it can be as evidence that, you know, like, things are getting kind of weird, you know. And this is way before I started doing auditing videos and stuff like that, you know, like but that's the one of the reasons I started doing this YouTube channel, because I would notice like all these weird things around me, you know. And I'm like, you know what, I gotta do videos where pretty much I show that I'm a regular person, that, you know, I'm not crazy or stuff like that. Because to what I heard, the other day, someone came up to me, you know, and he told me that, hey, you know what, like, your family's making up lies about you. They're saying you're crazy. They're saying that you're a, what's the word? Yeah, that they were saying that was a danger to the community and to myself, and blah blah blah, this and that, right? That was crazy. And he told me that, you know, I'm like, whoa, that's kind of fucked up. But he also told me that people are starting to, since it's been going on for a while now. He told me that people are starting to see through my family's bullshit lies. You know, they're starting to see that I'm not crazy, that I'm a regular person, that I just outsmarted my family. That's why they're like butthurt with me, and and they're starting to realize that, you know, and and they hate that. They hate that so much. And to what I heard is that, like, somebody's paying some of the people to keep an eye on me, or they'll, an example, like, they'll pay people to like, you know, do things to me, like try to trip me out, or like do a prank on me or stuff like that, just so like I can react and like get evidence that I'm the crazy one, or something like that, you know. And I'm like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. But you know, I already made the reports on my mail, and yeah, it's crazy, man. But we'll see what happens, you know. I'll keep you guys up to date, and yeah, we'll go from there. Hope you guys have a good day. And now you know why I'm not auditing right now, you know. Like, I'm just busy out here, and since I get a rental car for my work, I can't really rent another car till I get my debit card, you know. That's how fucked up they are, you know. Like, they'll set me up like that. They want me to lose financially and shit. But I'm not tripping, you know. There's a God that sees everything, and He's gonna help me out one way or the other. But yeah, guys, see you guys in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please stay tuned. And yeah, man, support me if you want. Advise me. If you have gone through this, let me know. If you're going through this, let me know. The more of us there is, the better, you know. Like, so yeah, let me know. Have a good day.